Think you're getting stronger with every push-up, pull-up, or dip? Here's the truth. Most people are actually training their mistakes, not their muscles. I know that sounds brutal, but give me 9 minutes and I'll help you improve your calisthenics skills by 134%. No gimmicks, no fancy gym equipment, just pure body mechanics done right. Let's start with a tough question. When was the last time you actually felt your muscles working instead of just moving through the motions? Most people think more reps equal more progress. But if your form's off, every rep is just reinforcing bad habits. Think of it like writing with your non-dominant hand. Sure, you're putting in the effort, but the result? Messy, weak, uncoordinated. That's exactly what happens when you train with poor form. Here's the thing no one tells you. Strength in calisthenics isn't just about muscle, it's about control. Control is what separates a clean push-up from a shoulder-destroying flop, or a smooth pull-up from a half-swinging struggle. Most people never develop that control because they skip the foundation, and that's the first big mistake, treating calisthenics like a race. Watch most beginners do push-ups, hips sagging, elbows flaring, chest nowhere near the ground. They're chasing reps instead of results. You'll even see people on bars swinging like pendulums, thinking momentum equals mastery. It doesn't. It's like trying to balance on a shaky ladder. You might make it up, but you're not stable, and you won't last long. Now, I'm not going to reveal the full fix yet, but I'll give you a clue. It all starts with one word: alignment. When your body is aligned, every muscle knows its job. When it's not, everything becomes chaos. Joints take the stress, muscles disengage, and progress stalls. So before we even talk about fancy moves or advanced skills, we need to rebuild your connection with your body's natural mechanics. Imagine your body as a chain, head to toe, everything linked. The moment one link goes slack, the chain loses tension. That's what happens when your core isn't engaged, your scapula aren't stable, or your wrists are misaligned. Every calisthenics move relies on this invisible chain. And if you don't learn to keep it active, your progress plateaus before you even know why. Let's test something real quick. Drop down and hold a push-up position. Now, don't move. Feel your palms pressing the floor, your core tightening, your glutes firing. If that feels exhausting, you've just found your biggest weakness, stability. Because real strength isn't about movement, it's about control within movement. Most people jump straight to advanced skills like planches or handstands without mastering tension. They think, I'll get stronger by practicing the move. Wrong. You build the strength that supports the move. You wouldn't build a skyscraper on sand, you'd build a foundation first. Your body works the same way. Now, let's expose another mistake: chasing flashy progressions. You've seen it on social media, guys doing front levers, flags, impossible poses. But what you don't see is the 1,000 hours they spent perfecting the basics. Without rock-solid fundamentals, push, pull, hold, you're just stacking skills on top of instability. Here's the truth bomb: your body remembers everything. Every bad rep, every lazy posture, every half-hearted hold. It gets stored in your movement pattern. That's why fixing your form isn't just about looking good. It's about reprogramming how your body moves. You're literally rewriting your muscle memory. And once you do, progress doesn't just double, it multiplies. Now picture this: you're doing a pull-up. Most people yank themselves up with their arms. But the right way? It starts before you even move. Shoulders set down, lats engaged, core braced, legs together like one unit. Suddenly that pull-up feels smoother, cleaner, more powerful. You're not fighting your body anymore, you're moving with it. That's alignment in action. So before we jump into the how, I want you to think about this. Every exercise has two versions. The version you think you're doing and the version your body is actually performing. The goal of this series is to make those two versions finally match, because once they do, everything changes. Your strength, your control, even the way your body looks. You'll start to notice more definition, less joint pain, and movements that feel effortless. That's the real secret to fast, sustainable progress. In the next section, we'll dive into the step-by-step breakdown of how to build that foundation, how to engage the right muscles, fix your alignment, and instantly feel stronger with every rep. But for now, here's your first challenge. Get into your push-up position again. This time, don't count reps, just hold. Feel every muscle working together. That's the start of true control. Because remember, calisthenics isn't about doing more, it's about doing better. And once you master that, improvement isn't a guess, it's guaranteed. Alright, now that you've felt what true tension and alignment start to feel like, it's time to go deeper. This is where we separate average from elite. Because anyone can do an exercise, but only a few can make their body move as one solid, efficient machine. Let's begin with the push-up, the king of calisthenics fundamentals. Most people think they're easy, but 90% of people are doing them wrong. If you've ever felt shoulder pain, wrist strain, or if your lower back starts to dip halfway through, you're not building strength, you're leaking it. Here's what usually happens. People drop down, hands too far forward, elbows flaring out like chicken wings, and their hips sag toward the ground. From the outside, it looks like a push-up, but biomechanically it's chaos. You're loading your joints instead of your muscles. Think of your body like a bridge. If one beam is out of place, the whole structure wobbles. That's exactly what happens when your form breaks down. Now, let's build it right, step by step. Plant your hands directly under your shoulders. Fingers spread wide like claws gripping the floor. Feel the pressure evenly through your palms, especially the base of your thumbs. This activates your stabilizers, the tiny muscles that protect your wrists and shoulders. Next, lock your core. Not just your abs, your entire midsection. Imagine someone's about to punch you in the gut and you're bracing for it. That's the tension you want. Now, your glutes. Squeeze them hard. Most people ignore this part, but your glutes are your body's anchor. When they're tight, your spine aligns naturally and your hips stay level. That means no more sagging lower back, no more wasted energy. Before you even bend your elbows, you should feel like one solid plank. Head to heels in one straight line, that's your foundation. From there, slowly lower your body by bending your elbows at about a 45-degree angle. Not flaring out, not tucked in too tight. Your chest should move forward and down, not straight down. The goal is to pull yourself into the bottom position rather than just dropping. Here's the trick most people miss. Push-ups aren't just about pushing up. They're about controlling the way down. That's where the real muscle building happens. Control the descent, keep the body tight, and explode back up while maintaining that full body tension. You'll know you're doing it right when your chest, shoulders, and triceps all fire at once, and your core feels like it's holding everything together. That's what I mean when I say, stop moving through the exercise, start moving within it. Now let's contrast this with what you shouldn't feel. If your shoulders shrug toward your ears, you're disengaging your lats. If your elbows flare, you're stressing your joints instead of strengthening your chest. And if your hips drop, your abs aren't pulling their weight. Every mistake has a cost. Less strength, more strain. Here's a small hack. Think of screwing your palms into the floor, like you're trying to twist the ground apart. You won't actually move your hands, but that outward rotational force locks your shoulders into a stable position. This protects your joints and makes your press more powerful. It's one of those tiny adjustments that instantly levels up your form. Now, let's test your awareness. Get into position again. Start a slow rep, down in 3 seconds, up in 1. Do you feel your entire body working together? If not, reset and tighten up. It's okay if it feels harder. That's how you know it's working. A perfect rep will always feel heavier than a sloppy one because you're actually recruiting more muscle fibers. Once you master this, everything else, handstands, planches, levers, starts to click faster. Why? Because all those advanced moves rely on the same principle, tension and alignment. The better your push-up mechanics, the easier every other skill becomes. Let me give you a simple analogy. Picture a skyscraper. If the foundation is uneven, it doesn't matter how many floors you build. It's going to lean. Fix the base, and the whole structure stands tall. That's what you're doing here. Rebuilding your foundation so every move you add later stands strong. And here's something most people never realize. Calisthenics isn't about how many moves you know. It's about how well you control the basics. The people who master fundamentals progress faster, get stronger, and stay injury-free for years. So here's your challenge before we move on. Do 5 slow, perfect push-ups. Each rep, think of 3 cues: tight core, locked glutes, active shoulders. When you reach the top, pause, breathe, and reset your tension. Feel how your body becomes one unit. That's your new baseline. Because once you master one perfect push-up, you're not just getting better at that movement, you're retraining your body to move like an athlete. And in the next section, we're going to apply that same principle to your pull-ups. How to stop hanging and hoping and start pulling with precision. You're halfway to unlocking that 134% improvement. Stay with me. The next part is where your real strength starts to show. Alright, time to move upward, literally. Pull-ups are where most people lose control and start swinging for survival. But if you treat every rep like a full-body movement, everything changes. Before you even pull, set your shoulders down and back, tighten your core, and lock your legs together.